Revisiting concept of fraction. Objectives. Concept of fraction. Types of fractions. Representing fraction on number line. A fraction represents a part of a whole or more, generally any number of equal parts. When an object or a group of objects is divided into equal parts, then each individual part is a fraction. Part of a whole. A fraction such as 3 by 4 represents a whole, which has been partitioned into 4 equal parts, and 3 of those parts are being considered. For example, Sandy, Sana and Alex want to share a chocolate bar equally. Everyone will take 1 by 3 of the chocolate bar. The two female together will have 2 pieces. Hence, mathematically speaking, they will have 2 by 3 of the bar. There are 5 soldiers, out of which 2 are wearing a yellow uniform. So, 2 by 5 part of the soldiers are wearing a yellow dress. Here, there are 12 toys, out of which 5 toys are teddies. So, 5 by 12 fraction of the toys are teddies. There are 3 parts in a fraction. They are numerator, denominator, division bar. Numerator. The number of parts taken is called as a numerator. We write the numerator above the line. Denominator. The total number of parts that the whole thing is divided is called as a denominator. We write the denominator below the line. Division bar. A line that separates numerator and denominator is called a division bar. We read it as by. While reading a fraction, we first read the numerator, then read by and denominator. Read as 3 by 4. Here, 3 is the numerator and 4 is the denominator. Fraction equals to number of parts taken divided by total number of parts. That equals to numerator divided by denominator. Consider a watermelon is divided into 12 equal parts. 9 parts have been consumed. Then, the fraction of watermelon consumed is 9 by 12. Here, 9 is the number of parts taken. 12 is the total number of parts in a whole. The quotient obtained by division is also represented as a fraction. If a pizza is shared equally by 3 people, then the share of each person is mathematically represented as 1 by 3. Here, 1 by 3 is part of a whole, so it is called as a proper fraction. If 3 guavas have been shared equally by 2 persons, then each person's share is mathematically represented as 3 by 2. Here, we've observed that each person got 1 full guava and a half of it. So, each one's share is more than a whole. The fraction 3 by 2 is an improper fraction. And also it is equals to 1 whole and a half, which also can be written as 1 by 2. This kind of representation is called a mixed fraction. Here, the improper fraction 3 by 2. Types of fractions. A fraction with the numerator less than the denominator is called as a proper fraction. Example: 1 by 2, 3 by 4, 6 by 7 are all proper fractions. The value of the proper fraction is always less than 1. A fraction that has the numerator greater than or equal to the denominator is called an improper fraction. Example: 5 by 4, 9 by 4, 10 by 10 equals to 1 are all improper fractions. The value of the improper fraction is always greater than 1. Improper fractions can also be expressed as mixed numbers. When we combine a whole number with a fraction, we get a mixed number. The fractional part in mixed fraction should be a proper fraction. Conversion of improper fraction to mixed fraction. To convert an improper fraction to a mixed fraction, 1. Divide the numerator by the denominator. 2. Then, the quotient will become the whole number of the mixed fraction. 3. The remainder placed over the denominator gives the fractional part. Convert 17 by 3 into mixed fraction. 17 by 3 equals to 17 divided by 3. Therefore, 17 by 3 equals to 5 2 by 3. Hence, mixed fraction equals to quotient remainder by denominator. Conversion of mixed fraction into improper fraction. To convert a mixed fraction into an improper fraction, 1. First, multiply the whole number by the denominator of the fraction. 2. Add the numerator to the product obtained. 3. The sum placed over the denominator gives the improper fraction. Therefore, improper fraction equals to whole number multiplied by denominator plus numerator whole divided by denominator. Improper fraction equals to W into D plus N by D. Convert 6 1 by 9 into an improper fraction. 6 1 by 9 equals to 6 into 9 plus 1 divided by 9 equals to 54 plus 1 by 9 equals to 55 by 9. Representation of fractions on a number line. Let us now learn how to represent fractions on the number line. For example, A. Let us represent 2 by 5 on the number line. Divide the line segment into 5 equal parts. This is the fraction's denominator. Look at the fraction's numerator. Count the number of spaces and place a marker there. Here, 2 is the numerator, so count up to 2 spaces and then mark the fraction. B. Represent 4 by 6 on the number line. Divide the line segment into 6 equal parts. This is the fraction's denominator. Here, 4 is the numerator, so count up to 4 spaces and then mark the fraction. Summary.